So let's start standing at the top of our mat and just take a moment to find your feet. Just sway from side to side, lift the heels, lift the toes, just really feel the parts of your feet connecting to your mat. Really start to find the center, your trunk, your pelvis position here. Maybe just tilt anterior, posterior tilts. Maybe give the hips a little side to side shake and then relax the arms and relax the shoulders down the side. And then maybe you close your eyes, or maybe you take that soft gaze as you just find a steady place to stand. There's energy here. There's energy traveling all the way through the body, all the way from the feet, right through the center, your core. And yeah, I'm wearing yellow because we are working with Manipura. So there's a few twists, a little bit more of a dynamic power flow today. So just find some steady breaths. Breathing in and out of the nostrils. Maybe starting to introduce Ujjayi breath, that warming, heating breath. Slight constriction at the back of the throat. You might hear your breath. Just take note of how you feel today, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and always coming to the mat and honoring your body and yourself. Maybe drawing an intention in. I am strong. I am confident. I am courageous. Heel toe the feet out to the wider edges of your mat. So the heels are just resting on the edge. The toes are out to the side. Give yourselves a little sway here. Just take note of how the knees might be rocking inwards. Really open up through the thighs. And then lengthen the tailbone down. So we don't have to go too deep here. Just a nice gentle stretch through the inner thighs. And then we're going to just start to reach the arms out to the right and the left. So you're reaching from the waist, not necessarily using the legs. The legs stay exactly where they are. We just stretch from the waist and the hip. Okay. So side body extensions, lateral extensions are plenty today. And then bring yourself center. We're going to suck the energy through the midline, draw the heels in a little bit, maybe a little bit wider than hip width. Again, do the same, maybe take a bend into the knees, reach out long, see where you get to there. Try to relax through the toes, really feel those feet planting. Reach the fingers away. And then bring yourself center. Once again, straighten up, heel toe the feet into parallel. Always makes our balance a little bit more challenging. And again, just reach out. Maybe the hip starts to push one way as the arm goes the other. And then last time on the left, bring both of the hands up. You might interlace the fingers and do what we call our Vira Mudra. So we put the index fingers together, crescent side bends here. Try to keep grounded through the feet. Reach up and over a barrel. Really nice lift through the side body. No compression, no crunching. Bring yourself center and push the hip out. Take it to the other side. So the weight of the arms wants to take the body over, pushing the hip out, and then bring center. Nice and gently bend through the knees, relax through the chest, and take a nice slow and steady roll down. Release the head at the base. Give the head a little yes, no shake. You can always widen the feet at this point if you need to. Take a half lift here. You can place the fingers on the shins, mat all the blocks as you lengthen away through the spine. Crown of the head reaches away. Sit bones reach back. Find some steady ujjayi breaths. Nice and slowly release. Take the left foot behind the right. Place both feet down. Your front knee might slightly bend. We're going to walk the hands over to the top right corner. Give yourself that little half lift extension and then take a nice deep exhale. Ujjayi out. Breathe over that right thigh. Take note of how the left hamstring, the back of the leg feels here. We are just warming up. Nice and slowly bring the hands back into center. Change the feet. So right foot goes behind left. Hands come to top left corner. Give yourself that little inhale, lift. And then exhale, belly, chest folds down over the left thigh. Relax the head. Breathe in through the right leg. And then from here, bring the hands back into center. We're going to lift the right leg, keep the left where it is, place it back into your low lunge. Inhale, the arms come up. This time we take that crescent over to the right. So maybe come back into that Vira Mudra with the hands, interlace the fingers, index fingers meet, and then exhale, crescent over to the left, side body stretches. Nice and slowly bring center, release the right hand down. Left hand can come to the sacrum here as you gaze to the sky, or you might lift the arm up. Dropping the hips into that twisted lunge, and then bring yourself center once more. Hand might come on the inside of your left foot, and again we're twisting, counter twist. Hand might come to sacrum. Keep that elbow really nicely connected to that front left knee, and again maybe you have the option to take the hand up towards the sky. Dropping and sinking the hips down, nice and slowly bring yourself back into center. We're going to tuck the toe, we're going to open it up, warrior two, windmill the hands up and over, exhale into warrior. Inhale into reverse warrior, again bending from the waist, legs stay where they are, reach back. Nice and slowly, hand comes down to the mat this time for your side angle pose. So hand can come to a block or the sacrum here and release that top arm up if you feel comfortable. Little more of a challenge here with a revolved side angle pose. Back foot may stay where it is or you might turn, but we're going to bring that right hand on the outside of that front left leg. So the elbow kind of gets itself over. Maybe the hand comes down to a block here. And then again, hand on sacrum. Remember that back foot can either be planted or it's up on its tiptoes. Yeah, deep revolve side angle. Again, choices. Hand might rise to the sky. And gently bring yourself back through center into that lunge. Into warrior two. Then we turn the toes in. Hands come to waist. Exhale, nice long spine. And release the body at the base. Right hand stays in the center. Left hand comes to sacrum. Lift the chest and take a twist through the chest and shoulders. Pelvis stays stable. Breathe here. Slowly release. Left hand down, right hand to sacrum. Give it a little press. Pelvis stays stable. Chest, upper back, shoulder open. Slowly bring yourself center. We're going to twist the body to the right leg. Bring the fingertips over by the toes. Exhale. Draw the body down to that leg. Few breaths. Notice if you're pushing the hips back towards the side of your mat, or if they're level with the heels, start to walk the hands back all the way. Take that twist to the opposite side. You're at the front of your mat at the moment. Deep exhales. Nice and slowly. Bring yourself center. Hands come to the hips. Lengthen away. Bring yourself up. Open it up. Warrior two. Front foot turns. Windmill the hands over. Frame the front foot. Send it back. Down dog. Deep exhale. Pedal out here. Release through the ankles, the calves, the back of the knees, back of the legs. Take a few breaths here. And then your choice of connecting vinyasa. If the knees come down, we take a cobra. And if you're doing chaturanga, you go into up dog, but always come back down to prone. So I'm going to take knees down, chest down. Inhale, cobra. Bring yourself all the way down into prone position. Hands come underneath the head. Sway out through the hips. Your choice here to introduce that quad stretch with the right leg as we do a half sphinx. So left hand, 45 degrees. Right hand sweeps back around. Draw that foot in. Again, you can always take these options. Couple of breaths. So you got a nice opening through the side. You're really pressing away through the mat, keeping the chest lifted, stretching that knee back and away. Nice and gently release, change hands. Right hand comes in front for your half sphinx. Left hand comes to left foot, quad stretch, deep exhale. Keep lifted through the front body. Exhaling to draw that heel in deeper, nice and slowly. Let the foot float down. Bring yourself back into that prone position to release. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Deep exhale. Right hand might come to the ankle, the calf or the thigh. Gently twist. So twisted down dog here, looking underneath the right armpit. Spine is nice and long. That's it. Bring the left hand back and change hands. Right hand takes left ankle, calf or thigh. Twist and look underneath the left armpit. Slowly release the hand. Deep exhale into that full downward dog. Your choice here. Step, walk, or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold the body down, and then start to roll up through the spine. Come back into standing. Take a few breaths front of the mat. Really introduce that Ujjayi energy. Inhale, arms up into crescent, Vira Mudra above you. Reach over to the left. So repeating all of that flow. Nice and slowly bring center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center, nice and gently release the hands. Melt, chest, heart down, slowly. Release the head at the base. Then inhale into that half lift. Nice and slowly release. Right foot comes behind the left this time for that twisted forward fold. Feel grounded through the feet. Exhale over the left thigh. Head is right up to the top left corner of your mat. Bring yourself center, bring the feet, and left foot steps behind right. Hands go to top right corner. Give yourself a lift on the inhale. Create that space and then exhale as you fold. Take note if things are starting to ease up. Nice and slowly bring yourself center. This time the left leg steps back into that low lunge. Nice and gently release the knee. Hands come up to the sky. We take a crescent bend, maybe with that Vira Mudra. Fingertips point over to the left side of your mat. Hips sink down. Bring yourself center. Right crescent lunge over to the right. Bring yourself center, left hand comes down, right hand to sacrum, twisted lunge, arms might raise to the sky. And then bring that right hand down on the inside of your right foot, really get the hand next to it so the elbow, the upper arm are resting against that right thigh, right knee. Maybe take the hand to the sacrum, opposition twist. And maybe you bring the arm up. Palm faces away here. Nice and slowly release the hand. We're going to tuck that back toe and we're going to open up into our warrior two. Inhale, reach back into that reverse. And exhale. Come all the way down onto a block or the mat. Hand might come to the sacrum here, side angle pose. So you lift the arm up towards the sky, or it might go over the head, extended side angle. This is our revolved side angle. So we twist towards the front thigh, the back foot might stay there, and that left hand comes over the right knee. Again, really placing it where it feels comfortable, either onto a block, and then the hand might come to the sacrum, up to the sky, or extend forward. Nice. Nice and slowly releasing from your revolve, opening it back up into warrior two. Straighten through the legs. Bring the toes forward, side of the mat. Exhale, take that wide-legged forward bend. Nice deep exhale here. Left hand stays in the center. Right hand comes to sacrum. This time you might wish to introduce that top arm. So it depends on the shoulder mobility here. Palms facing the same way as you are. And release the hand down. Take a twist to the opposite side. Really opening up through that elbow and shoulder. Maybe the arm raises. Nice and gently release back into center. Walk the hands to the left foot at the back of the mat. Nice deep exhale. Bring the hands through center. Take them to the right foot. Exhale over that leg. Nice and slowly bring yourself back into center. Hands come back up onto the hips. And inhale, lift the body. And open it out. Warrior two. Nice deep exhale. Windmill the hands over, frame the front foot, send that leg back, downward dog. Pedal out should you need to, or just stay still. Find the stillness in your down dog. Couple of breaths, moment of pause. Choosing your connecting vinyasa. We'll come all the way down into prone after that one. Hands underneath the head, sway out, let the hips rock from side to side. Right hand this time comes into that half sphinx. Left hand sweeps back to take left foot. Nice deep exhale, draw that left hip flexor downwards. Lengthen that left knee back behind you. Keep pressing through the mat to keep that lift. Gently and slowly release. Bring yourself through center before you change the hands. Left hand forward, right hand back. Slowly release the foot, bring the body back, lower down to prone, hands underneath the head, sway out gently. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, press yourself back, downward facing dog, deep exhale. Left hand this time, right hand to left foot this time. Twisted down dog, looking underneath that left armpit. If it's too much on the hand or the wrist, you can always bring the hand back a little bit. You don't have to do it for a long period. And the left hand to right ankle, calf or thigh. Nice and slowly bring the hands back. Exhale, down dog, prepare. Whether that's a jump forward, a step or a walk. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take the fold. And gently and slowly roll up through the spine to standing. Take a moment's pause and rest. How are those twists? Are we good? Okay. All right, we're going to do them again. So just think about how the body's starting to respond through the transitions of the twist. Really think about this whole area when we're twisting. So if we're twisting around, think about how the spine starts to move with this twist. And try and find that pelvic stabilization there. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, crescent over to the right. Nice side bend stretch here. Really try and drop those hands as much as you can. Bring them into center. Exhale, let the gravity take you over. Bring center. Release the hands, melt forward as you bend the knees. Chest, belly down to thighs. Relax the head and the neck at the base. And then inhale into that half lift. Exhale as you bring the left foot behind the right this time. Going to walk the hands to the right. And exhale over that right thigh. Bring yourself center, change the feet, right leg behind left, hands walk to the top left corner, inhale to lengthen, exhale, take the fold. Bring yourself center and right leg steps back. If you wish, take a high lunge here. Challenge yourself today. Maybe that Vira Mudra, crescent side bend over to the right. Takes a bit more balance. Bring yourself center. You can always keep the knee down. Over to the left crescent. Bring yourself center. Using those blocks, hand comes down to the mat. Or the block, hand to sacrum. Twisted lunge here. Really get that belly free of the thigh. Switch the hands, left hand comes down in on the inside of that left foot. Be careful here if you've chosen to take the leg off. Press back through the toes so the ankle and the foot are still in alignment, and maybe that top arm raises up towards the sky. Drop the hips down. Nice and slowly release the hands and plant that back foot. Windmill the hands up. Come through warrior two. Deep exhale. Inhale into reverse. Maybe you take the hand into a bind here. You can bring that hand round to the thigh so you can draw the thigh back and reach that top arm away. From here, come into that side angle pose. So hand comes down to block or mat, hand to sacrum or to the sky or over the top of the head, extended side angle pose. Bearing in mind we're going for a revolved side angle, so bring yourself center. Back foot still might be planted, or for ease, you can turn onto the toes. And that right hand comes over the knee and you twist towards the thigh. Hand might raise, might come over the top of your head. Bring yourself center. As you release through Warrior Two, deep exhale, bend the knees and straighten the legs into wide legged forward fold. Turn the toes in, heels go out, nice deep exhale. Right hand comes into the center, left hand sacrum or to sky. Take the twist. Imagine the back of the hand is pressing away and then switch sides. Bring yourself back into center this time. Maybe the hands clasp around the back of the calf. Maybe the left hand takes hold of that right ankle. You might pull yourself a little bit deeper here. Go easy. Bend the knees should you need. Pelvis stable. Bring center. Left hand might take calf. Right hand might take heel. Bring yourself center, hands to hips. As you inhale, bring yourself up, press through the feet, open it out. Warrior Two. Windmill the hands over, frame the front foot, send that leg back down dog. Find the stillness here for 3 breaths. Use Ujjayi. Choose your connecting vinyasa, either coming forward into plank, lowering the knees to ground, or chaturanga into that upward facing dog, and then lowering down all the way into prone. Sway out through the hips, just a little release. Left hand comes into Sphinx, right hand reaches back around. Maybe the toe gets into the crook of the elbow, but try not to keep this hip lifted. We really want to send that knee away and draw that hip down as you press up through the chest. Nice. Gets the heart rate working, this one. Nice and slowly release. Change hands. Remember, lengthen thigh bone away, knee to the back of the mat, hip flexor draws downwards. Pressing away through that front right arm. Nice and slowly release and let the leg float down. Bring yourself back into center, sway out. Always have those recoveries after the back extensions. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips back to downward facing dog. Left hand to right ankle, calf or thigh. Really draw yourself towards the legs this time. Release the heels. Doing great. Change sides. To make this pose a little bit easier, you can always draw that hand back towards the body. And then bring center, down dog, nice deep exhale. Prepare here to step or hop forward, bending the knees, looking to where the feet go. Exhale as you fold, rolling up through the spine to standing. Okay, last and final time, left side. Inhale the arms up, crescent over to the left. Nice side body stretch. Bring yourself center. Breathe out to the right. Bring yourself center. Release the hands, release the body. Let it fold. Let the head rest and then inhale. Lengthen neck, spine, sacrum. Exhale, release. Take the right leg behind the left this time. Hands to the top left of your mat. Fold over the front left thigh. Bring yourself center, change the feet, left behind right, hands to top right. Exhale, fold, let the head drop and release here. Try not to hold the head or the neck in place. Nice and slowly bring center this time. Left leg goes back, high or low lunge, always an option. Arms raised, maybe take the Vira Mudra. Over to the left. Bring center. Over to the right. Woo. Bring center. Left hand comes down. Right hand sweeps up to take that twist. Get the belly free of the thigh, dropping through the hips. And then right hand comes on the inside. We're really planting that elbow and bicep next to that front leg. And then again, you can take the option, hand to sacrum or up to the sky. Think about that back foot really pressing back behind you. Bring yourself into center. And this is where you turn into your warrior two, opening up. Reverse here, so maybe you take that bind. If that fingertips can grab the thigh, you draw the thigh away from the body and bring the arm back. Slowly release the hand down to the mat. Take that side angle pose, hands to sacrum, sky or extended. Choose the transition, bringing that hand down and across. It might not reach the mat. It might just reach the block. That's okay. It's a deep, deep twist, these revolved side angles. And that hand might raise to the sky, woo, or over the top of the head. That's a deep one. And slowly bring yourself back through center. Warrior two. I'm getting out of breath here. Straightening the legs, turning the leg toes inwards, heels out, hands to hips. Exhale. Take the fold. Deep exhale. This time, left hand comes in center, right hand to sacrum. Twist up. Maybe use the top arm this time. These are symmetrical, so. And then we're coming into pulling the body towards that leg. So we really want to keep this sacrum nice and flat behind us. We want to move the body across, take hold of the heel with the right hand, and then maybe you use the sacrum here. You can actually pull the body down towards that thigh. Slowly bring yourself back into center. Bring back, hands to hips. Inhale, lift the body. Open it up, warrior two, turning the front foot. Windmill the hands over frame and send back to down dog for 3 breaths. Find the hold. Pause for a moment. You can always come to tabletop here. Choosing your connecting vinyasa, either the chaturanga into the up dogs or ground position cobra. Exhale all the way to the mat. Hands come underneath the head. Sway out. Right hand, forearm down. Elbow might be underneath the shoulder. Left hand sweeps back. Open up through that side body, all of the side rib cage. Draw that left hip flexor down. Beautiful. And gently release. Bring center, change sides. So the hand gets placed first in front of you. Then you can take the hand back. Find the position where the foot is comfortable. If it's here, that's okay. If the hand is not reaching, that's okay. Depends on your quads, your thighs, your hamstrings. Slowly release, let it float down. Hands back into center. Recover from the back extensions. Hands come underneath, shoulders, tuck toes, exhale, press back, down dog. Right hand to left leg or ankle, twisted down dog. Good. Bring center. Left hand to ankle or thigh of the right leg. Bring yourself center, nice deep exhale, down dog. Preparing to jump or step forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, relax the body. And gently and slowly, take your time, roll up through the spine. Bring yourself back into Tadasana, maybe closing the eyes or taking that soft gaze and just process, feel what energy is going through the body, how the core, the center, the waist, the sides of the body, the spine start to feel. And let's come into a standing balance, which is a revolved hand to big toe. So we shift the weight into the right leg. Knee comes up in front of us. And we can start to extend that leg if you choose to, or you might wish to just hold on to the knee. So this hand might come to the sacrum and you can bring that hand back behind you, or you can take the hand onto the sole of the foot and open up the chest to the side. If you need something to hold on to, that's all good too. We really want that nice openness of the top chest of the body. Press the sole of the foot away. Beautiful. And you still get those same benefits even when you hold onto that knee. You really do. You're still opening up through the chest. If you fall out, maybe try to go back in. And gently release. Bring center. Realign. Take a few breaths. Prepare for the other side. Stabilize through the left. Right leg comes up. Take the twist. Maybe you extend the leg. Leg can be straight or bent. You can use a strap here. Many, many options. Try to get the shoulders nicely aligned. Good, really lengthen through the spine here. We want to create that lift and the twist at the same time. So we lift and twist. Nice. Hold for a few more breaths. Nice and slowly bring yourself back. Stand at the top of the mat. Release the feet to hip width this time, just to sway out a little bit. So take the feet wide of your mat. You can go sideways on, it's okay. Or if you're, on a carpet, you might need the grip of your mat. This time we're going to go into a deeper squat. So really bending through the knees. And then we're just going to drop the shoulder down into the center. So you want to press the legs back behind you. And then bring center, drop the shoulder. Bring center twice more, repeating right and left. Oh, my back just gave a little pop there. Nice. And bring center. This time, hand comes underneath, top hand reaches over. We're going to reach those fingers one way, those fingers the other. Bend deep. Hold for 3. Ujjayi. Good. And a 1. And 2. Keep reaching. And 3. And press up. Woo! Legs feeling good. And take it to the other side. Reach those fingers away. Reach the top hand, holding for 1. Oh, the legs are shaking today. And 2. And 3. And press up. Oh, heel toe the feet in. Take a rest. Good work. And let's come down onto our backs. Actually, no, seated first. Sorry, forgot one thing. So sitting with the feet up in front of you here, think about the spine being nice and long. We're going to take what's called a teepee twist. So the hand comes to the thigh. We want to keep the pelvis nice and stable. So what happens is sometimes the hip shunts forward as we want to accentuate that twist. Really try and keep the hips nice and stable so you might not go very far. Holding, breathing, lifting, opening. Nice and slowly bring yourself back into center. Again, keep those hips facing the front of your mat. Elbow goes to that knee. Knees are engaged. The knees aren't rocking in towards one another, so we're not disjointing the posture in any way. Knees are strong. Opening up. Hips are stable. Bring yourself center. This time we're going to come into a twisted boat. So again, your legs can stay down, but we're going to really come back up onto the sit bones. Try not to drop the body too much here. We really want to create that lift into the lower back and the spine. So lifting up the feet, twisting over to the right, bring center, twist over to the left. You can always straighten those legs. Good. So we're just moving the torso whilst we're trying to balance on those sit bones. And then extend the legs straight up in front of you. Boat pose, 3 to 5 breaths. I'll let you come down to the mat when you're ready. Keep lifted through the spine. Engage the core. Really lengthen the legs away. Smile to yourself. Know that you are strong. And gently roll down. Use the core. Nice deep exhale. And then draw the knees in. Feel the length of the spine underneath you. Give yourself a little massage. Circle the knees one way. You can do both together if you like, or separate the knees. Circle the knees the other way. So still a lot of work into the pelvis and the sacrum, even though we come up to the center, the trunk of the body. Right leg stays in towards the chest, left leg extends. And then take a revolved twist here, your choice, either that leg stays bent or straight. So it would be the same as our revolved hand to big toe. It could be bent. So we're just repeating that standing balance down onto the mat. Using a strap if you need to, holding on to the foot, ankle, calf, knee, thigh. Let that leg be heavy. Open up through the chest. And slowly bring the leg back into center. Change legs, left leg in, right leg extends. Choose your option, either bent or straight. Try to anchor through the left shoulder blade, opening up through the chest, the rib cage, and the trunk of the body. Gently bring yourself back through center. Release the legs all the way to the mat this time. Take a Shavasana moment to recover. Arms out to the side, palms up. Relax through the feet, the ankles, the legs. Give the hips a little sway. Banana Asana, hands come behind you. You might interlace those fingers once more with Vira Mudra. And then walk the feet over to the right, hands over to the right, and maybe intensifying that stretch by taking hold of the wrist or dropping the left foot over the right ankle. Feel the length releasing through that left side of your body. A lot of side stretches and twists today. Really getting our trunk mobile. Strength through our core. Bring yourself into center. Take a moment in Shavasana. Sway out if you need. Inhale the arms up, maybe choose that Vira Mudra. Walk the feet over to the left, hands come to the left. You can intensify the stretch by holding on to the right wrist and placing the right foot over the left ankle. Try to breathe through the right side of your body all the way from the fingers down to the toes. Bring the hands center, feet come center, release to Shavasana. Sway out if you need, just recovery. Draw both feet in towards the body, placing the soles of the feet down, hip width apart. Release the pelvis, release the lower back, release the shoulder blades. So you're nicely positioned and flat here. Drop the hips over to the left side of your mat and drop both knees together over to the right. You can use the hand if you wish to add a little bit of extra weight, or you can just let the knees be. Bring back in through center. Shift the hips over to the right, knees drop over to the left. Again, you can use that left hand as weight, or you can let the knees just rest. Slowly bring back into center. Release through sacrum, spine, shoulder blades, head and neck. Draw the knees in tight towards the chest. Lengthen through the spine here. As you exhale, lengthen through the head and the neck. And this time, we're going to lift the tailbone, lift the head in towards the knees. curl up into a really tight, tight ball. Find a comfortable breath. And then gently release. Get warm, get comfortable. Come into your final resting pose of Shavasana. So when we work with the Manipura and twists and these side body extensions, we create heat, we create a kind of warmth through the entire body, gets our heart rate boosted. Lying back. So the Manipura chakra and also our solar plexus, our core, our true center, our true essence of who we are, our entire being, kind of sits in this center area of the body, just above the navel, just beneath the rib cage. And it's also our area that governs our fight or flight feelings. When we're fearful and we want to give up on challenge or something, that's causing us apprehension or nervousness, tends to be those butterflies that start in the stomach. It's also the area of our confidence and our self-esteem. So introducing twists and dynamic poses like we've just done today really, I do hope, just boosts your self-confidence rather than diminish it. Healthy self-esteem, self-confidence, and a belief that we are worthy reflect a balanced third chakra. However, our life is a jigsaw, and sometimes we lose the self-worth piece on our journey. What remains is a not enough hole in the puzzle. Our outer actions are a direct reflection of our inner belief system. The things we do, the things we say, and the things we consume mirror our self-worth. You have the option to believe in your weaknesses and become embittered, or you have the option to work on your strengths and become extraordinary. Every day we get to make choices, and these choices are in direct relationship to the value we place on our self-worth and our lives. Take a few moments now to just be. Relax, let go of thoughts, let go of distractions, and I'll bring you back around from Shavasana in a couple of moments. Begin to take a few deeper breaths. Bring awareness back into your surroundings on your mat, into your body by bringing movement into the hands and feet. Choosing to take a stretch or drawing the knees in, or both. Always your way of coming out of your Shavasana and awakening. Taking time to roll over onto your side and bring yourself up into a comfortable seat. Hands come into the heart center. The first time that we've sat together today. And just take a moment to process the practice. How it felt different to you today. How you might feel different today. What challenges you may have overcome from the practice, and the particular parts that you enjoyed. Give yourself thanks and return to any intention that you thought of for practice today. And I thank you all for joining us.